Good morning and welcome to CoreTV News on the Hour. I am Eblomo Adekunle. As political gladiators position themselves for who succeeds the incumbent governor of Lagos State, the governor, Babatunde Fashola, says individual credibility and not religion should be the basis for picking his successor. He made this disclosure at the opening ceremony of a two-day interdenominational conference in Lagos. Abiola Oluwole was there. His report is presented from our studios.
Just a year to the end of the tenure of the current administration in Lagos State, different groups have been jostling for who takes over the governorship of Lagos from Babatunde Fashola. Politicians within Lagos APC are beginning to signify interest to become the next chief executive of the nation's economic hub. Also, the Lagos chapter of the Christian Association of Nigeria have joined in the argument that the next governor of Lagos State must be a Christian extraction. Addressing religious leaders at the opening ceremony of this interfaith conference, Governor Fashola emphasizes that ability to deliver good governance to the people and not religion should be the yardstick to choose who will succeed him in office.
A group claims that it is insisting on a Christian governor. You know, people can demand things. But I don't recall the last time the governor of Lagos State was elected on his religious beliefs. I don't recall it ever happened there. And in any event, what will the preference for a governor of one faith over the other really benefit us? Will he give one religion roads that the other faith cannot use? Will it give them schools that children from the other faith will not be able to use? Or will it bring water that only one faith can drink? Or will it begin then to draw a very clear line between poverty and the faiths? Does hunger know your faith?
On the current security challenges facing the nation, Fashola says religious tolerance is key to harmonious existence among Nigerians. This conference is targeted at engendering religious understanding and development in Lagos State.
The public endorsement of the former Accountant General of Lagos, Akinwumi Ambode, for governorship position by Oba Rilwanu Akiolu has generated reactions among politicians and the general public. Olatunji Olajumoke has more in this report.
Residents in Lagos await the 2015 elections. The successor to Governor Babatunde Fashola is strategically being contested for. Within the APC, so many interested candidates are already working their ways into the hearts of power brokers in the state to emerge as flag bearers for the party. The suspense may have been cut short as the paramount ruler of Lagos, Rilwanu Akiolu, publicly endorsed the former Accountant General of Lagos to succeed Fashola. Vice Chairman of the All Progressives Congress in Lagos, Funsho Ologunde, says the general public should disregard the statements, saying the paramount ruler is only speaking for himself and not on behalf of the party.
The Oba of Lagos is not a member of the All Progressives Congress of Nigeria. So the Oba of Lagos spoke his own personal mind at that occasion. And I hope people will take it at that. Because if the APC Lagos State has a position, it is not the Oba of Lagos that will talk on our behalf. We have our accredited leaders who have the mandate to talk on behalf of the party.
Public affairs analyst Biodun Aremu says the traditional ruler has lost his relevance and has just posed himself as a party apologist.
What is the productive role of an Oba in every community? That is the point to start with. But rather, Oba became agent, you see, of every successive government to exploit and repress the people. There is 5% allocations to the office of the traditional rulers. These are funds that could have been very useful to provide for education, to provide for health. You see, these are things we are not examining. So if a community feels that an Oba is good for them, let the community provide all the necessary without, but not from the collective productive resources. The Oba statement is even null and void. Because, one, If Oba is a card-carrying member of the party, Abi, he will only have a vote. So that's why I say it's a meaningless statement. You see? Because for those who are in the party, they will just say that, okay, when we are now going to vote in the party, so let's see the Oba now. That is the issue. So that's why I say it's a non-issue. You see? The Oba should just simply have been quiet and be enjoying the patronages that all of the Obas be enjoying it.
Meanwhile, opposition party PDP feels the same.
Obas are expected to be father of all political parties. I think he's worthy to be on that throne, because, I mean, for him to have publicly do that when the party has not even conducted its primary shows that he's playing somebody's card anyway. He raised issue as to indigenship. For all I know, Ambode is from Ondo State. The father is an Ondo man. He taught me in primary 3, Christ Church Primary School in Epe. Talking about, because he made reference to somebody that the father is from Ewekoro. Then it means Kabisi need to be lectured as to where Ambode father comes from.
As the 2015 elections approach, the expected intrigue surrounding emergence of candidates shows how much democratic the Nigerian society has become. Olajumoke Olatunji, CoreTV News, Lagos.
Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi has promised to pay salary arrears owed the Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees in the state. Fayemi made the promise in a meeting with the union members. Ekiti State correspondent Rashid has details in this report presented from our studios.
To seek for support ahead of the June 21 governorship election, Governor Fayemi met with local government union members in the state. Fayemi sought to consolidate on his relationship with the union.
There is not a single staff of the local government that has ever risen beyond level 16. Today is a different song. We have not less than 10 of us that are being promoted to 17.
Like the proverbial Oliver Twist, asking for more, the union members gave Fayemi a condition he must meet before June 21.
We have our conditions. We want 2 months arrears of salary of people. I won't play politics with you. I won't go to the bank and borrow money to pay arrears, and I will not say what I won't do. What I will do, and I guess there are two sides to this equation. What I will do that you can hold me accountable to is that I will clear these areas before the end of this year.
Responding, Governor Fayemi says he can only promise what he can do. He says his government has not misappropriated local government funds.
What happens to the funds of local government? You will not see Fayemi. I am not a member of JAG. I do not attend the meeting of JAG. I have no interest in funds belonging to local government. Not many people who have been governors in this state can tell you that.
Candidates have stepped up strategies in canvassing for votes even as the governorship election draws close. The race has only been made stiff by the day.
The issuance of permanent voter cards has commenced in Ekiti State ahead of the June 21st governorship election. Our Ekiti State correspondent Rashid monitored the exercise at Ado local government area of the state. His reports is presented from our studios.
In Ekiti State have been visiting the office of the Independent National Electoral Commission in all local government areas across Ekiti to obtain their permanent voter cards. However, they complain of difficulty in the process outlined for collection in Ado local government.
They will tell us that they are going to redeploy staff from the headquarters, that they don't have enough staff. Instead of 2-3 people to attend to us, only one man will just sit down there.
I've been coming here over 2 weeks. I haven't collected my card, and I came here last Friday. They said they've closed around 1 p.m., which they were supposed to close by 6 p.m.
Because the EO, AEO and the RAUS were away for workshop last week. But as at now, they are already on grant and they are expecting people to call.
Some visibly frustrated electorates alleged disenfranchisement by the Electoral Commission for not providing the permanent voter cards for people who registered early this year.
They are only going to give those who have registered since 2011 voters card, that those that just registered this year, 2014, now they are not going to give us the permanent voters card.
Everybody is going to vote by making use of the permanent voters card. Nobody will be allowed to vote using the temporary voters card. For those who had registered during that time, they should be expecting their permanent voters card any moment from the first week in June.
Some of the people groaned on the queue for card transfer process and were later informed that it had been suspended. There are others who were surprised that their names were missing from the register even when they possessed the temporary voter cards.
If your name did not appear on the list displayed during the earlier distribution before the continuous voter registration, we've told them that they should do another registration because it might be that their biometrics were not properly captured during the 2011 registration.
As residents complain of the difficulty experienced in obtaining the permanent voter cards, the Commission spokesperson calls for patience, saying that the exercise is not going to end soon.
I've been here for the past 2 days. I've been here. I came here on Thursday. I didn't see it, and I was here on Friday. It wasn't easy at all, but I thank God that I've collected it right now.
The Commission has not come out with any instruction that the distribution should stop or is stopping at any given date. It's still ongoing. So we want to implore our people to please go to INEC offices in the local government areas and collect the permanent voters card. The collection is still ongoing.
There are about 371,000 eligible voters in Ekiti State. A daunting challenge facing the Commission is to ensure that all voters get their permanent voter cards before the governorship election.
You're watching CoreTV News on the hour. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with more stories.
On the day list this morning, Nigerians encourage corruption, cites June first of the Punch newspaper. And Nigerian Governors Forum calls for Okonjo Iweala's resignation. Page 2 of the Punch newspaper.
The dailies every day on CoreTV News.
Nigerians continue to
Tonight, the city of Lagos went at dark as all routes.
Be the first to know from the north, south, east, west and around Africa. We break the news.
One Nigeria.
Now you can catch all the actions live as the news spreads. We are CoreTV News.
Welcome to CoreTV,
a 24-hour news station.
Thank you for being there with us. The European Union says it will observe next week's presidential election in Egypt after authorities allowed communications equipment 2 days after announcing the mission had been scrapped. The European Union has accepted an invitation from the military-installed authorities to monitor the May 26-27 election. A team of 45 observers are ready in Cairo and would soon deploy across the country, says the EU parliamentarian from Portugal. EU says it had already met the two candidates, frontrunner Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and leftist leader Hamdin Sabahi.
In every observation mission is not to legitimize any elections. The legitimization of the elections is done by the people of the country where we are. And so we are here as guests of the Egyptian people. We are here to observe and then to try to help the building up of institutional and democratic institutions. And this is the aim of our mission.
Top of the hour for more. Thank you for watching. I am Ebunlomo Adekunle.